This fabulous footage shows German POWs forced to clear minefields in Denmark after the German surrender, which took place on May 4th of 1945. Although seen by many as an appropriate punishment for the suffering caused during the occupation, it was in fact a war crime. After watching this reel and talking about Operation Land of Mine, I'll show some additional footage in Copenhagen of the Germans evacuating and surrendering, so stick around. It's worth it. I promise. Over 1.3 million German landmines were cleared from Denmark's shores and fields from May to September of 1945. It's estimated that more than 2,000 soldiers, under the command of Danish officers, removed mines. "149 of them lost their lives during the 5 months of mine clearing. 165 were severely wounded, and 167 were lightly wounded. The removal, the cynically named Operation Land of Mine, was part of a controversial agreement between the German commander, General Georg Lindemann, the Danish government, and the British Armed Forces, under which German soldiers with experience in defusing mines would be in charge of clearing the minefields. But in reality, many of the POWs that were forced to take part were teenagers and elderly men who were not trained for this dangerous task. They were poorly fed and not well taken care of. The huge quantities of mines that had been successfully removed were gathered together in large holes and blown up. In order to ensure that those doing the demining were working diligently, after an area in the grid was believed to be mine-free, the POWs were then forced to walk the field to prove it. It wasn't uncommon for men to lose their lives during this death march. The final step in the demining process was to test using surrendered German armor. Within the hour, the designated demined area is reported back to headquarters, and the warning sign is removed from the zone. In retrospect, this activity has been condemned as a war crime since it violated the Geneva Convention of 1929, which states in Article 32 that no prisoner of war must be forced to participate in dangerous or unhealthy labor. This certainly qualifies. And now, here's the footage taken in Copenhagen in May of 1945. If you like this kind of content, which integrates different primary historical sources, please subscribe to the channel. Patreon supporters preview all videos uploaded to YouTube and get regular access to footage that can't be shown here. Thanks for watching.